Welcome to Meditation Monday, a wellness broadcast series brought to you by California Women's Music, an event-centric nonprofit dedicated to advancing women in music, business, education, and the fine arts. I'm your host, local singer-songwriter Kate Ramsey, and lead member of the band Rose Hayes. In this unique series, we will bring to you creative and intuitive meditation practices in which you can join along in, relax, and heal. We have various segments lined up with special guests, so stay tuned and let's vibe.
Hey everyone, it's Tal here. I'm very excited to have you in my home studio here in New York City. So I will tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Tal Saporta. I live in New York with my husband in the last 3 years. Originally, I'm from Israel and I'm teaching yoga. I'm teaching yoga in the last 10 years. Yoga is part of my life, my passion, my journey. It's always by my side and part of me. And I started yoga when I was 18 years old. I started yoga just to get my professional surfing better. I was Israeli surfer champion for 3 years. And I knew that it was not just about surfing. I knew that I need to prepare my body before the competition, after the competition, and yoga had the answer for that, to improve my mental and my connections and to be more flexible, more strong. And I didn't even plan to teach any yoga, but it was just supposed to happen. So after my teacher training, I just started to teach yoga. I was still competing in surfing, but then slowly it was a natural shifting to, with yoga, surfing, of course, it's still part of my life, but yoga was the thing that I love to do. I'm excited to do. I'm happy to wake up in the morning to share my experience with this amazing practice. So I'm very excited to share with you today. So we will practice in 3 parts. The first one, we start sitting, not just a long meditation, just sitting to be aware to our body, how we feel today, how we're starting the practice today. So this will be the first one. Second part, it will be practice, physical practice. My inspiration, my teaching, and my studies in yoga is inspiring with Iyenger yoga. So this is the method we will practice today. Really, my whole heart is with this method, and I'm excited if it's your first time trying this method. I hope you will like it, as I do. And the third part is relaxation. So you don't need something special, just your yoga mat. And I have 2 blankets that you see over there to start sitting on them, just to help improving my sitting posture and to lift my spine. So go ahead, if you have a pillow or blocks, if you know yoga blocks, I'll just show you over here, something like that you can lift your seat up. It will be just much more nicer to start sitting on height. So go ahead and go to your mat. And I have my 2 blankets, and I'm sitting with my sitting bones on the mat. And I want you to cross your legs at the center of your shins. This name of the pose is called swastikasana or sukhasana. So we really create a lock. And this lock between my shin bones, it's helping me to get better connection into my thighs bone. So I'm holding my feet, I move them in, and I move my thighs down. And if you can notice on me, and check your body as well, that my knees are in line with my hips and not flying up high. Okay, so I want to get my knees in line with your hips or even below. And when we do that, it's doing something to our trunk. So I want you to experience that. So when you're sitting on your height, check your knees. A knee, for example, your knees are really high, like I'm showing over here. This is for you to know that you need to lift your seat even higher. Okay, so I will give you just a few seconds to find the sitting that you need, the height that you need. And then I'm bring my fingertips on the height. So for me, it's on the blanket or on the floor. Okay, so find the fingertips behind you. And why behind you? That it will help you to lift the trunk up and to get the legs down. Okay, so I'm still with my eyes open, even very soon we'll close them. But I want you to feel and to see with your physical eyes your body. So you feel your legs, you press the thighs down. See the moment you do that, the reaction that you get from the base of your spine. So you want to lift from your sacrum up to the top of the head. And then the second thing we're doing with our arms, I take my upper arms and shoulders backwards so my chest can lift. And there is still a gap between the side of my trunk and my arms. So my ribs and the front of the chest and the armpit can stay open and can especially stay open for the breath. So without even thinking about your breath yet, observe how there is much more space and freedom for your breath. So start to feel how deeper inhalation can come, how longer the exhalation can be, in and out from your nose. And then I want you to observe that slowly there is one more aspect that's supporting you, that is the breath. And see if you can turn the support more to the breath and less to the use of your arms and fingers. So you can slowly take the fingertips off the blanket and bring your palms together. Thumbs are touching the base of your chest bone. So you can lift your chest bone upwards. And observe how the arms are slightly forward when the hands are in front of you. So I want you to move your arms and shoulders back so the chest can stay lifted. Then go back to your legs. Make sure the legs are heavy. And then when you're ready, with a more quiet and awareness in your sitting posture, close your eyes completely. And when you close your eyes, it's not just physical act. It's really mental aspect as well. So you go deeper, you go inwards to see, to feel. So the moment we close the eyes, it's like we close our senses and we can go inwards. We can see more, we can feel more. Just observe that, be with your body, be with your breath. Observe your body and your breath today. And see, just because we've been spreading and organizing our body, how there is much more space from the inside for your breath. So deeper inhalation, longer exhalations, in and out from your nose. And when we're sitting like that, we start to feel, because of the focus changing into our breath, our mind, our thought, a little bit more quiet. So observe that as well. You start to see with your inner eyes how the breath moving your body, changing your body. So with each inhalation, you can go back to the lifting of the trunk from your outer hips. And each exhalation, keep the height of the trunk, but getting the legs, the knees, the thighs downward, closer to earth. Just staying here for a couple of more breaths, preparing your body, preparing your breath, preparing your mind. And with the next exhalation, release your head downwards, closer to the chest. And with the next inhalation, lifting your chest upwards to your head. So there is a physical act here. The head and the chest are getting closer, but there is internal movement as well of the heart with the mind. So get the heart and the brain closer to one another. See that the rest of the spine is staying well lifted. Just the head, the brain, the face muscles are a little bit more relaxed. Then slowly releasing your hands on your legs. With another inhalation, lifting your head up. And then gently open your eyes. Good. So I want you to look down towards the legs and see which leg is in front, because we will change the cross of the legs. Okay, so I'm taking my legs in front and then change the cross of the legs. And one more time. You cross the legs at the center of your shins. My feet are below the center of my thighs, and I press my thighs down. Now interlace the fingers, right little finger in the bottom. Open your palms in front of you. Straighten your arms fully. And now take your arms up for your trunk. So see, as we've been using the fingertips, the arms behind us, now we're using the arms to lift from the outer hips to the palms. So you're going down with your legs and up with your arms. And just by lifting the arms, feel the armpit chest, feel your ribs, feel the side of the trunk. How much more space you have right now, just because you're lifting and using your arms to lift yourself up. Good, release the arms forward and down. Change the interlace of the fingers. So left little finger down. Open your palms with your elbows firm and straight, lifting your arms up. Again, taking your arms up, not for your arms, for your sides, for your ribs, for your waist. See how much more space you can create between your hips and your hands. And then release. Your arms forward and down. Come to stand up. If you were sitting on a blanket, you can move them to the side. And I want you to stand with your legs together. You don't need to change your mat for now. Just stand facing the camera, facing the screen, so you can see me. And I want you to look down towards your feet. And bring your big toes and inner heels together. And then bring your hands on the top of your thighs. And I want you to not just bring your legs together from your big toes and inner heels. Bring your legs together from the top of your thighs. So move your legs closer. So I'm doing the movement with my hands. This is how I want to move my outer hips in. And then it's just turning the legs as one unit. Okay, so the first pose we'll do is called Tadasana, mountain pose. So I'm joining my legs as one unit, and I'm extending my arms into the side of the trunk. So the head is exactly over the heels. So usually because the eyes are forward, we shift everything forward. So go back to the heels with your thighs, go back with your abdomen. So you're really feeling the spreading in your back, even if your eyes cannot see your back. So I'm asking you to feel your back. Now extend the arms all the way to the fingertips and make your arms firm and roll the arms, the top of your arms back so the chest can lift. And the same area we've been opening and lifting while we were sitting, same area we want to keep when we're standing, armpit, chest. Keep this area open, wide, spread, and see the awareness that you have here. All the way to your legs, how you move your legs in, closer to one another, how you extend your arms, lift your chest. And now keep the legs like that, interlace your fingers, open your palms in front of you. So we do the same thing as sitting, but standing. It's called, in Sanskrit, Urdhva, upwards, Badan Gulyasana. Bada is bind, Gulyasana, fingers. So press the heels, lift your arms up. Be as longer and taller that you can be from the heels to the fingertips. Really lift the knuckles up, the wrist up, the forearms, the elbow, the arms, and see how taller and longer you can be. Release the arms forward and down. Change the interlace of the fingers. Urdhva Baddha Gulyasana. Open your palms. Keep the thumb and little finger together. Lift your arms up. Again, go back to the heels. Press the heels. Go back to the top of the thighs. Move them in. And from there, be taller, longer, all the way to the wrist, to the fingers. And release the arms forward and down. Back to Tadasana. Extend the arms, extend the fingertips. Now we'll practice Vrikshasana, tree pose. So I want you to have the same awareness on your outer hips, even when we're shifting, not shifting, even if we're standing on one leg. So we'll stand on the left leg, turn the right leg from inside out. And already feel how the outer left leg should come in more. Because if I will not move my leg in, I will lean into this side. So I want to be strong on the standing leg. Then with your right hand, hold your ankle. Lift the knee up so you can get the heel up closer to the pubis bone. So you can get the foot all the way to the inner left thigh. Now, if you see that balance is hard or you're losing your balance, you can put your left fingertips at the wall. Okay? Now, bring your hands back to your hips as we did in Tadasana. Move your outer hips, both of them, in. And see how it's make you much more stable, like you're standing on two legs, even if you're standing just on one. Okay, so keep moving both outer hips in. Extend your arms down like in Tadasana. Turn the palms to the ceiling. And lift your arms up from the sides to lift your sides up. Palms facing one another. Get the back of your arms behind your ears so you can lift up and get the shoulder blades in to lift your chest. See that more we stay in the pose, more the directions and the actions are clear. So move both outer hips in. Go from your outer hips up to the fingertips. Slowly release your arms, release your foot, and stand in Tadasana. Observe the difference you feel in your legs. Feel the effect in the chest. Feel the stability of your legs. Second side. Be on your right leg. Turn the left leg from inside out. Wait there. Observe the outer leg of your right leg moving in. With your left hand, you hold your left ankle. Lift the knee high up. So you have the space to place the heel closer on the pubic bone. So there is no gap. If you can see here, I have no gap between my thigh and my shin bone. And then bring your hands on the thighs again and move them in closer to one another as we did in Tadasana. And extend your arms by your side, turn the palms to the ceiling, lift your arms to lift the sides. So see how when we do one action, for example, lifting the arms, it's improving the lift of the sides. So always there is in one action we do, for example, with the arms, but we do it for the side. So make sure the elbows are firm and you connect from your outer hips to the fingertips. So you're getting longer and taller with the side of your trunk. Good. Release your hands, release your foot. Stand back in Tadasana and observe. Observe the connection of the legs, the opening in the chest. Good. Now I want you to stand in the center of your mat. So you see how my mat is horizontally? So if you have space to turn your mat like that, so you can face the screen and you can see me. So I'm standing in the center of my mat. Come and join me. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Even when your hands in front of the chest, keep spreading your chest and collarbones. Bend your legs and either hop or step the legs apart. So we'll do a few times so you get used to it. So I'm bending my legs and I jump. And I extend my arms and legs into Uttita Hasta Padasana. Okay, and the same way back to Tadasana, I bend my arms, bend my legs, and jump back together to Tadasana. If you're not feeling comfortable with jumping, you can step apart. This is how we will show it. So we do it one more time, hands in front of your chest, bend your legs, step or jump your legs apart. Now here, I want you to look down towards the feet and make the legs wider, and so you step your legs apart. And then the toes are facing forward. The outer edges of your feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. And press the outer edges of your feet more so you can feel again the connection to the outer hips as we did in Tadasana, even when the legs are now spread. So it's more challenge on the legs, but I want you to feel the connection all the way to the outer hips. Extend your arms all the way to the fingertips and feel how you can spread your arms, spread your legs, and just by doing the action of the arms and legs, the spreading and the influence that you have on your trunk, on your chest, on your abdomen, how the abdomen can lift up, the organs can lift up, just because the legs are doing their work, their job. Good. From here, we will keep going to Uttita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. So I want you to turn the right leg to the right, and I'm looking down. I see that my right toes, right knee, right hip are in the same line, and then press both feet down to lift again from the outer hips to the armpit. Extend the fingertips all the way, right to the right, left to the left. And then be anchored with the back leg, as we did in tree pose. Pressing your feet and you reach and you extend the side of the trunk to go to Uttita Trikonasana. Extend the top arm to the ceiling. Keep your eyes, your face to the screen. Don't turn your head so quickly towards the top arm. I want you to be with your legs, so press the feet down. Keep lifting your kneecap, your thighs muscles up, so the legs are strong and stable. And see how it's making freedom in the trunk. So take your trunk back, roll the left side to the ceiling, spread your chest by moving your arms apart, and then turn your head, your eyes, and look up. Then look back to the front, press your feet, lift yourself back to the center, turn your right foot back in, check that the toes are in the same line, and you back to Uttita Hasta Padasana. Second side, turn the left leg to the left from inside out, pressing both feet to lift the muscles of the leg up to the outer hips. Pressing both feet, especially the back leg, as tree pose, as we go to Uttita Trikonasana to the left. So hold your left ankle well. Use that grip of your left ankle to pull the left thigh, left kneecap up, so you can keep turning your left leg from inside out. See that more you press with your feet, more stability you get, more turning you can get to your trunk, more turning you can get to the left side to the ceiling, and then spread your chest, and then look up to the right arm with both eyes, and then look back forward. Press your feet to come back up, turning the left foot in, hands in front of your chest. You can either jump or step your arms and legs together and observe. So you go back to Tadasana, and even if you feel many sensations, try to stay steady in Tadasana. So you join your legs, you feel the effect in your chest, you keep the arms extended, and you just observe. Because each pose is doing something, is changing something. So we want to keep a space to feel what the pose did to us today. Physically, mentally, which area we feel the pose more. Then we keep going to Utthita Parshva. Hands in front of your chest. Bend your legs. Either jump or step your legs apart. And this time go even a little wider between your legs. Feel how the opening is allowing you, because after Utthita Trikonasana, you can go a little bit more out. From pressing the outer edges of your feet, you can extend all the way to the fingertips. Now turn the right leg from inside out. Now, keep pressing the outer edges of your left foot. Bend your right leg to a 90-degree angle. And I'm saying the leg because I want you to bend at the top of your right thigh, reach the right fingertips to the floor, and the left arm turns the ceiling. Now look down to the right knee. Make sure the knee is over the ankle and not past the toes. And keep bending your right leg more and more. Straightening the back leg even more. So more you go down with your right thigh, more pressing from the outer edge of your left foot. Now press your right leg into the right arm to turn your chest. Extend your left arm over your head and find the sensation from the back foot to the fingertips. See that more you can sit with your left thigh, more you straighten the back leg, and more extension to both sides. Good. Pressing your feet, lift yourself back up from your legs. Turn your right foot in, back to Utthita Hasta Padasana. We go to the left side. Turn the left leg to the left from inside out. Press both feet down, especially the back foot. Bend your left leg. Get the thigh down. Get the knee to 90 degrees. Get the thigh down. And then fingertips behind the heel. Top arm to the ceiling. Again, bend at the top, at the root of the left thigh down. Straightening the back leg even more. Top arm straight up to the ceiling. Now press the left leg into the left arm to turn your chest to the ceiling. And take your right arm over your head, over your ear, to find one line from the right foot that's pressing all the way to the right fingertips. And keep turning your chest and opening the entire sides. Good. Pressing your feet, come back up. Toes facing forward. Get your legs slightly closer so you can jump or step back to Tadasana. Feeling what you are feeling today, right now. But be in Tadasana, so you know the actions. Legs are in. Extend the arms all the way to the fingertips. Weight is moving to the heel side. And observe. Observe how the pose is affecting your chest. How it's affecting your breath. How it's affecting the connections that you have in your legs. And I want us to repeat the last two poses, but we will practice them together to the right side and then to the left side. Hands in front of your chest. Bend your legs. Jump or step into Utthita Hasta Padasana. You look down. If it's new for you, the way to enter the pose like that, you need to see with your eyes until you have the sensation. Because we're using our physical body. We want to see that we place the body well. So toes are facing forward, out edges of the feet pressing, and they're parallel to the out edges of your mat. Turn the right leg to the right from inside out. Press your feet. Utthita Trikonasana to the right side. Just feel. We just did this pose a few minutes ago. See how the second time, what you're learning about your body the second time, how your legs can be more pressing, especially the heels. So you can lift the thighs muscles, the kneecap, and you can turn the chest and your trunk more to the ceiling. Bend your right leg, Utthita Parshva, right fingertip behind you. If your knee is getting over the toes and you need longer distance, you toes heel, you step the back foot back, and you bend at the root of the right thigh more. Straighten the back leg and extend the top arm over your head to improve the lift of the chest. If you see that the chest is dropping, keep the top arm straight up to the ceiling. Now press both feet down to lift yourself and come up. Turn the right foot in, Utthita Hasta Padasana. Second side. Turn the left leg from inside out. Pressing your feet, Utthita Trikonasana. Left hand on your left ankle. Press your feet. Lifting the thigh muscles, the kneecap. Turn your trunk from the left side to the ceiling. And then from here to Utthita Parshva, bend your left leg, left fingertips behind you. If you need a longer distance, you move the back leg, bend at the root of the left thigh more, straighten the back leg more, press your left leg into the left arm to open the chest, and extend the top arm, right arm over your head. Good, see how you spread your legs apart. Left inner thigh to the left, right inner thigh to the right. Good, press your feet, come back up. Turn the feet forward, toes heel a little bit, jump or step, your legs together, arms by your side, and just recover. Feel your breath, feel your body. Now we'll do one more pose, and I want you to use a wall or a chair. I'm bringing a chair because it will be better for you to see me from the side. And I'm going to have my hands on the seat of the chair. And then I start to step my feet back, back, back. My feet are as wide as my hips. And then I move my thighs back. My arms are extended, my legs are extended. If I see that my body bones are moving too far behind my heels, I step a little bit more. And then I'm straightening my legs to move my thigh back. And I use my arms to pull me forward. So I'm dividing my body into two. From my outer hips, I move to my fingertips. From my outer hips, I move to my heels. Just be there. See that your head, the ears are in line with your arms. And keep pressing your heels and move your thighs. The root of the thigh, where we've been doing our standing poses, move it back. So this, the name of the poses can be Ardha Uttanasana or Adha Mukha Svanasana with the support. So just be here for a few more breaths. See that you move your thighs back. You get the side of the trunk more forward. And then slowly walk your feet forward to the chair. Stand well on your legs with your legs straight. Bring your hands to your hips. Press the heels to lift yourself back up. Good. We'll do it one more time. Hands on the chair. A little quicker this time. Walk your legs back. Find the right distance between the chair and your feet. Move your thighs back. See how the second time you can go a little bit more. A little bit more, I will say, with the awareness that you have in your body. Thighs are back, side of the trunk forward. And see how more active you can be with your legs. The front of the thighs are moving up and back. The back of the legs are moving in and up. And then look forward, step your feet closer to the chair. Hands on your hips and stand back up. Good. Now we're going back to sitting. We're getting into the end of our session. And I want you to sit with no support. So just cross your legs in Sukhasana or Swastikasana as we just started. And I want you to observe the difference. Hands by the side of your hips. See if your knees and thighs are a little closer to the floor. See if the legs are much more connecting and a little bit more loose. Just feel that. Change the cross of the legs. Bring the legs down. Lift the trunk up. Observe the second side. Feel the breath. Feel the side of your trunk. Good. Now we're going to do, before I will end relaxation, Supta Swastikasana. So we'll keep the same shape in the legs and we'll lay on our back. Now I will show you an option with a bolster, if you have one, or pillows. And you can do it flat on the floor as well. Okay, so I'm bringing my bolster or pillows. And it's a really nice way to have a support for our back, to spread our chest. So I'm sitting in front of my bolster, or if you have no bolster, just sit on the floor. Cross your legs. Remember which leg you're crossing first, because we will change it. My hands are behind me. I lift my body both slightly so I can make my lower back longer towards my heel side, and I lay on the bolster. And then I'm finding the support from the bolster. If when you look up to the ceiling, you see that your chin, your eyes are looking more backwards, you need to lift your head up. But if you feel comfortable and you're on the floor, you just stay like that. Have your arms by your sides. And I want you to get the same direction with your legs. Your thighs and knees are down. And you open your trunk, your chest. Feeling your breath. See how you're getting the support from the floor or from the bolster. And then change the cross of the legs. Bring the other leg in front and let the legs release downwards. Few deep breath. And slowly lift your feet on the floor. Roll to your side. You can move the bolster to the side. And I want you to lay on your back in Shavasana. This will be our relaxation. And I really encourage you to stay longer if you need. So unfortunately, we have just 2 more minutes. And before you lay on your back with your legs bent. Now have your arms 45 degrees away from you, palms facing to the ceiling. See that the space that we've been working today between the side of your trunk and the arms stay open. So the chest is ready to receive the breath. And then extend the legs one by one, keeping your legs together so you know where your center is. And then spread your legs as wide as your hips. And then let the legs relax. And just be here in Shavasana. Full relaxation to your body. Full relaxation to your breath, to your brain. Just letting everything go. And see how the breath can help you in the beginning if you see that it's hard to let go, especially with our brain, especially in this time. See how you use each exhalation to completely let go and let loose each time part of your body. So exhale, let the legs go. Exhale, let the sacrum release. Exhale, let the trunk release. Exhale, let the arms release. Exhale, let the face muscles relax. And just like that, you can scan your body And just with each exhalation, let go and let loose everywhere. And slowly going back to your breath. Deeper inhalation, longer exhalation. Slowly bending your arms, resting your arms on your trunk, bending your legs one by one, resting your feet on the floor, rolling to your right side. Using your hands to lift yourself up. And just cross your legs at the center as we started, hands to your chest. And conclude your practice. Feeling your body, your breath. Feeling what you're feeling today after the practice. Lower your head to your heart. Slowly lifting your head and open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you all. I hope you had a little quiet time. I'm grateful to have this opportunity. I will be very happy if you can join my classes. I will give my information, my Instagram, my website, so you can contact me if it's something that you would love to do. I will be very happy to see you and share my experience with you. So thank you very much. Have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you for joining us today for Meditation Monday. Again, I'm your host, Kate Ramsey, aka Rotaze. We will have a new series every Monday at 6 p.m. with more guests and even more creative meditation practices for you to learn how to heal and relax. California Women's Music is an event-centric nonprofit dedicated to advancing women in music, business, education, and the fine arts. Please consider making a donation to our Wellness and Enrichment Fund on our website at cwmnp.com/community-funds. And if you're looking for other ways to support wellness and enrichment expenses, such as classes, lessons, and therapy sessions, to name a few, please also visit our website at cwmnp.com/get-support. Meditation Monday gives us all a chance to learn various types of meditation practices, listen to all kinds of music styles, and be entertained by dancers, storytellers, and poets, and more, while going deeper into ourselves with yoga, stretching, and breath work. We invite you to become a wellness leader and guest on the show if you feel called to it. Please share your ideas with us via our Facebook page or, again, our website. So thanks again for tuning in. See you next week. Aloha.